The first week I lost my brother. After like 2 weeks later, my girlfriend, I get to hear some phone call. They tell me, hey Marcus, you need to be in this place. You're the only person this chick contacted in the last few hours.
Wow.
So you see, I lost my brother, my elder brother, and I also lost my girlfriend. How do you think I feel?
Sorry, my bro.
How do you think I feel?
I'm sorry.
Like Mr. Baraza, I don't know what's happening to me. Okay, the first time, ever since joining your business, there's these negative things that have been happening to me. I lost my elder brother like 1 month before. Okay, now 2 weeks before, I've lost my girlfriend. And he was so rude. The man was so rude and he looked so fierce. He took some sample.
I'm so sorry my guys. Due to some technical issues, Joe ilikuwa inachoma, ilibidi to switch position kidogo. I didn't want anything that is being recorded here iharibike in any quality or any form of audio. And presently I knew that so many people, this is my estate, and I knew that so many people wanna walk inside, and I don't want their faces on the video. I should always be cautious with who I put on the video. I don't want some innocent bystander awekwe ndani. So that is why I had to switch positions and get back to what is supposed to be done. So we were with Marcus and he was still telling us his whole life story, and we should get back to it right now.
Okay. We reached at this place. He took some sample. I want you to understand me much more better.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Baraza opened some
briefcase.
Yeah, some documents he was carrying
in
his car. And he had these details. He had some documents, these papers from his company. He told me I'm supposed to sign so that I can join. I can be one of his appropriate members. And I was like, it's okay, I can work for you. So he came with the documents, he handed them over to me, and I was supposed to put a signature. By the look of things, he had a huge company. The documents were written in a very huge company, and the company looked famous. To me, this man was dealing with containers, he was dealing with shipments, he was dealing with many business. So I was like, I can do whatever, anything you want me to do. I signed my documents, I put my signature there, and I was like, okay, that's good. We can do business. Okay, we had another drink, we talked. He put his documents, his papers, the ones that I put my signature in. Kwenye nilisign akachukua hizo documents. He asked for my ID, my identity card. I gave it to him. Akaenda akafanya photocopy. Akaniambia, hey Marcus, let me give me your identity. Nikampatia ID card. Akaenda akafanya photocopy nini. Mimi nikaweka signature, and he was like, that's good. I see you're the right guy for this business, and you can work for me. I was like, it's okay. Let's continue with business. So I was excited. I was like, this business, it's a very good business. It's a promising, because at the end of the day, this guy looks like a very rich person, and so at the end of the day, okay, he drove me off. We went into some place, and he was like, I need you to introduce you to some members of the company. So we drove with him off swiftly. We came across this hotel. It's a very luxurious hotel. We tukaingia kwa hiyo hoteli. We relaxed, and he introduced me to his crew. We shook hands, and I was like, something that looked suspicious, but I didn't want to tell them. His crew his members of the crew, when we entered in the building, there was this building that we entered with Mr. Baraza, and his members were wearing something, each and everyone. They had something in common.
Nini?
Walikuwa na stuff flani hapa. They had a necklace and it had a cross.
Acha mchezo?
On their neck.
Sio mapasta kwani?
I had no idea. I didn't even want to ask. But they were like, okay, this crucifix that you are wearing, they had a cross on their neck, which was a necklace, and they introduced me to it. They was like, Marcus, you need to also wear this necklace on your neck. And that was the point that I really got into that business, that really got my mind off any other hustling that I was doing, any other side hustle that I was doing. I was done with it. All this shady work, I decided to quit, and I was like, I'm working for Mr. Baraza. The man gave me a wrist, and I was supposed to wear the necklace on it. Only him had two. He had one on his arm. It was a watch, and another shiny
bangle.
Yeah, shiny bangle on his hands. And it was written this name of his company. It was company was Baraza Missionary 1llum. And they had many recruitments, and he was like, since you're a smart guy, I can see you have many connections. Nataka unilete wateja. I want you to recruit some clients, young guys who are ready to work, and you're going to get some huge amount of cash. I'm going to pay you like no one else has ever paid you. You're going to receive rewards. You're going to receive tokens at each and every end. When you finish whatever you're supposed to do, I'm going to pay you like you've never been paid. So this guy was paying me a huge amount of cash.
So as in unalipwa in terms of commission, as in ukileta mtu unalipwa ama nini?
Okay, nikimaliza biashara, at the end of the set, if I'm supposed to do this for today, if I'm done with it, it's going to pay me. And I was like, it's okay. So when I was done signing that document, and I was introduced to that company, and all these members that were there in this congregation, we were sitting at this table, and that's when I met the clients, the other members of the company. We were working with. Okay, we exchanged drinks, we had cheers, but each and every one of us was supposed to come with another person. You're supposed to recruit another person. If you're introduced to this business, you're supposed to introduce another person. That's how it works. So that's how the company grows, day by day.
So when mimi lete kama mimi nimesign up leo, mimi nafaa kuja na mtu mwingine
anani-introduce na ku-introduce pia.
Yeye pia anatoa damu yake na ana sign document.
So mimi nikikuleta kwa biashara, utoe sample yako na usign document,
mimi nimeingia kwa biashara.
Unaingia kwa biashara.
Na pia mimi naanza kupata pesa.
So the more you start earning, the next thing you're supposed to do, the next mission is to recruit another client. So into that business. Okay. You're supposed to suggest to another person, and it's supposed to work. If you suggest to like 5 people and they join the recruitment, they join the company, if you suggest more like 5 people, that's a reward for you.
And it's a big reward.
And it's a reward.
A big reward.
Yeah.
Of how much?
It's a bounty. You get some huge amount of cash. Okay. My first amount, I earned like 100 G's.
What?
On the first week.
Acha mchezo?
Yeah.
On the first week?
On the first week, I earned 100 G's. 100,000. Because I was cooperating. And he was like, okay, I've never met a client so good like you. He's so cooperating. Marcus, you're a very humble guy. And I was paid 100,000 shillings.
So hiyo 100,000 ulikuwa umeleta watu wangapi?
Okay, so that I can earn 100,000, Mr. Baraza, I complied to each and everything he told me to do.
Sio kuleta watu peke yake, everything yenye alikuwa anakuambia.
Peke yake. Nilimfanyia biashara. nika sign documents. I was so understanding to the fact he was like, this is the main client. This is the client that I think if we work with him with experience, he's going to be much more better. I can even raise his status and put him on a next level.
Sasa hiyo 100 G's ilienda wapi? Juu mimi sioni kama umevalia hapa ma Nikes, masijui nini.
Okay, this money I used to spend it so much fast. This money I used to blow money like shit. I used to enter in a club, I spent my money and I don't know how it ends.
Inaenda tu hivyo mbio.
But I used to because I was a wise person, I still had my knowledge. I used to think first. Okay, I had some friends. I used to go to party. We used to party, have drinks, enjoy ourselves. Yeah? Girls turn up. We turn up the place upside down, and that's the shit. That's how we used to. I used to spend my money. I used to buy like the whole drinks in that place. Whenever I entered this place. Yani, when I'm done with Mr. Baraza, the owner of the company, you know, he was a kind of a missionary guy. Yeah.
Unajua missionary inamaanisha watu wenye wametumwa kutoka from some other country or some other continent wakuja spread the word of God.
To me, he gave a card. He had this card and it was written Baraza missionary 1llum accomplice.
Wait, at 1llum?
It's like an accomplice.
Mr.
Like
Director. Mr. Director. 1llum as in mimi nimesikia nimesikia limited but
iko nini 1llum ya class 1llum1nat1 ama something like in your class but though I'm not sure if he has like in the card maybe.
Do you have any of the cards of Mr. Baraza?
Okay, I'm not supposed to give out the card because you're not a member of the group. You're not a member of the company.
So you have to be a member and
you have to be a member to earn that card.
And your card, can you show it to anyone else?
Yeah,
only to members?
It's only to members and it has a value. Yeah.
And it has a value?
Yeah. You're not supposed to disclose your business card to anyone if he or she is not a member in that group. But it's a very huge company. It's paying, and whatever the business partners talk, whatever we talk in the business, it's not supposed to be disclosed. So I earned my very, very, very surprising amount, 100,000, which no one else has ever paid me that amount of cash before. So I spent it. I don't know how. Me, I'm a very spendthrift. Pesa inaisha haraka. Hiyo ni pesa kidogo. 100,000 hiyo ni pesa kidogo.
Si ni pesa hizi.
Hiyo unakula mchele inaisha.
100,000 bana mimi nitajenga nyumba.
Okay, that was the first salary. That was the first salary.
That is just among the salaries you earned.
This man was driving different cars. He had a Bentley, he had a Lexus. This Bentley had imported from another country. Yani, he actually used to deal with shipments. Ni mtu analeta magari kwa port, naenda Mombasa, anakuambia Marcus nini niangalie biashara nakimbia mahali fulani, tutapatana baadaye. I was like, it's okay. He was always busy. So he needed more members to work for him. I was like, let me do the best. Let me work for him and do like each and every shady works he wants me to do. I could have even supplied drugs for him. I could have even taken things from this guy.
I really don't get the point where unalipwa 100k alafu unaacha hiyo kazi.
It was because I was humble.
Kwa nini uliacha?
And let me tell you something. If the deal is so good,
think twice.
So I earned that cash of money. I bought myself things, new clothes that I gave out to my friends. They were like, hey Marcus, you look so smart. Marcus, unakaa poa sana. Let me try your shoe. Let me try whatever you're doing. Let me try your stuff. I gave out. Me, I was that guy. I was flossing with that cash until it came to an end. I was broke. And whenever that guy, you are working under his command, you are working under his company, you're always going to go get back to wherever he told you're supposed to do. So the business is continuing to
So
get
in
more.
short, you get cash but inaisha mbio ndio mrudie.
Okay, you don't know how the cash ends.
Haujui.
Yeah, pesa inaisha tu hivyo, haujui venye itaisha.
Haujui venye inaisha.
You're just
So mwisho unapata
surprised.
tena tu umerudi kwake
Unashangaa,
ufanye kazi.
unashindwa pesa imeisha haraka. Hivyo tu. So unajipata tu kwa under hiyo biashara.
Recurring pole pole.
Ni biashara mzuri inalipo pesa poa. Yeah. So it's like I can save this amount. If I want, I can spend it. So it's like I can spend it even in one day because the business is so good. Yeah, and it's paying very handsomely. So I was spendthrift. Me, I used to travel to Tao. I go to Westi. I go to some place like
Yes,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Like and so far, and like from like in your story, I'm trying like to understand like and you're supposed like to introduce like it's a few people into the business. So like and so far, it's how many people have you introduced into that business?
I've introduced like 6 people at the moment.
6.
Yeah.
And that's good. At least sio watu wengi umeingisha hapo.
Yeah.
So what is the negativity of doing this business? Juice each yote umeshinda ukiniambia positivity. Ati ni pesa unapata nini. So what is the reason yenye umeamua kuquit? Umeamua kuja kutuambia hapa siri?
Okay, I lost my elder brother. And it's very, very paining. It's something that has been stressing me. I don't know why he left us. My older brother died, and he died in an accident, and I don't know how it happened. I just really don't know. After I was introduced to this business, after a while, I received a call, and they told me, nikiwa biashara yangu mi nikapigiwa tu simu nikaambiwa, Marcus, your brother is hospitalized and he had a very serious accident. He was involved in an accident. And I was shocked. Tears started flowing in my eyes. I was crying, I was sweating, and it was really, really paining. I didn't want to believe it, but my elder brother was rushed to the hospital like 36 hours ago. And after 36 hours, after the accident, my brother lost his life. Immediately.
I'm sorry. But unajua accidents zinafanyika.
Yeah.
It happens. Maybe ilikuwa ati coincidence.
I'm saying maybe a coincidence.
Wait, was there anybody else in that car?
There was no one else. I think he was going to fetch for his family. I think he was planning to have a family gathering, like a family reunion. So I think he was on a vacation, alikuwa off. So when he was driving, he had an accident on the highway. I don't know if he was overspeeding or his car had some engine failure, but my brother lost his life in an accident.
I'm sorry for that, my bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And it's really stressing me. Something that has always... And I can never bring him back. You see, when you have lost your life, you cannot come back from the dead. And that's why I'm always pained. I don't know what I can do. I just want you guys to help me.
Why do you think that you are connected na kazi yako?
I just don't know, but I just want to investigate and find how. Maybe it can be a road accident, maybe he was overspeeding, maybe his car was not fixed, maybe it was not serviced. So, my elder brother was hospitalized after he had an accident. And at that moment, it caught me by my surprise. My brother is in the hospital. He's in a serious situation.
ICU.
And I'm supposed, my brother was taken to ICU. I'm supposed to go. I rushed there immediately. Yeah. Like, I was there in a jiffy. And I met him lying in the hospital bed in the ICU unit. And he was in a very
critical condition.
Serious condition. He was very critical. And the only person that I could have helped me at that point, the only appropriate person that could have helped me at that point was Mr. Baraza.
Okay.
So the only thing I could have done, I contacted him and he told me, tupatane kwa ofisi, tupatane kwa biashara. So me, I left the hospital at my business place. I met Mr. Baraza and I told him, okay guy, there's this thing that is really stressing me up. My brother is in the hospital, he's in a serious condition, and I need this kind of amount of cash. I needed 250,000 for some surgery because he had some serious conditions in his body. He was
ulikuwa na pesa, ulikuwa unaniambia you earn like 100,000.
Pesa ilisha, 100,000 hiyo ni pesa kidogo. At that particular moment, hiyo pesa ilisha yote. So the moment my brother was rushed to the hospital, the moment he was accidentally hit because he had a very serious accident, the only thing that I could have done, and the amount of cash, the hospital needed 250,000 in an immediate effect. If I couldn't have provided that cash with this particular moment, so Mr. Baraza was like, you only work for me, I only work for you, and I don't pay your family members, I only pay you. So, and I cannot pay you at this particular moment, I cannot provide that amount of cash to you, Mr. Marcus. Yeah. You deal with your issues.
You are working na umekuwa ukifanya kazi vizuri.
Jamaa alikataa kunisaidia, ndugu yangu mwenyewe akaaga dunia. My brother passed. My elder brother passed. The accident was so fatal, he did not survive. Mr. Baraza refused to provide that amount of cash. And there's nothing else no one else could have raised that amount of cash. So I lost him just like that. The next day, the hospital management was calling me, was telling me, hey Marcus, your client here, your brother, you've lost him. He lost so much blood. We couldn't have done anything. And I was like in tears. Machozi ilinitiririka na kuambia mwanangu nililia, ndugu yangu akafa. I lost my brother at that. The following day, he died. He was unconscious. They couldn't have helped him. I couldn't have paid that bill. I couldn't have afforded, you see. So, I lost my brother. I couldn't have done anything else. I just had to mourn. Maybe a few days, few weeks, few months, I mourned him. I couldn't have done anything else. We had an agreement. We decided, okay, let's bury him because there's nothing else we can do. We cannot bring him back to life, you see. So it was really paining. Okay, I put what I was supposed to do. I continued with my work. Okay, something else I realized. The clients, the members who are working for my fellow members.
When you introduced?
Yeah, no, not even the members that I introduced. My fellow members that I was working with, even the ones that I introduced, wenzangu pia walikuwa wanakuwa na tutafash hivi ndogo. Unaona mwenzangu anasema anaumwa, unasikia anasema mwenzake pia anasema nataka hii pesa. Mashida. Unasikia nataka nipeleke kaka mahali, anataka afanyiwe whatever, he needs some check up. Okay, it was like My fellow members had their own issues too. My girlfriend, okay, there's this particular moment. After like 2 weeks, my girlfriend started calling me. She told me she's suffering. I never knew what she was suffering from, but I just ignored because I was so busy. My beautiful girlfriend, I don't want to disclose her name. I don't know how she got involved into this shit, which I'm not sure of. But we are going to get to the tip of it, of this matter. So my girlfriend at this particular moment called me. I had some money in my pocket. Okay, we buried my brother. We were done with that shit. So the next week I decided, let me take my girlfriend out. Let's go and have some fun. Okay, tulienda tao tukafanya shopping. This huge mall. I took my girlfriend into this mall, akafanya shopping, tukakula lunch, we had some drinks usually, and then we parted ways. She told me she's going to travel, have some fun with her friends, with her family friends, whatever. She traveled. And after 1 week, what I heard is that, okay, Christine is missing. That's the name of my girlfriend. Christine mom was calling me. She's telling me, Marcus, you're the only one. When I'm looking at this phone, when I'm looking at Christine's phone, it's only your number she had dialed recently, and you're the only one who's supposed to know her whereabouts. I was like, no, Christine, tulikuwa na Christine last week. Currently, I've not communicated with her. She's telling me her daughter is missing. I don't know how she went missing all of a sudden. After some investigation, Christine died in a river.
Ali drowned?
Christine drowned.
Ali drowned aje?
Christine traveled, and she was using a means of transport. In this car, they were traveling. I had the car had
a private matatu or a bus?
Okay, it was a matatu. It was kind of a bus, but a matatu.
It's a shuttle.
So the car went high wire, and it dodged into a river, into the woods. Gari lingia kwa miti, it ended up in the river. So the other guys saved themselves. Everyone in that car saved him, he or herself. It's only Christine who lost her life in that accident. The car drowned, the driver died. The driver survived. I wondered how the driver survived because each and every passenger in that car died. All the passengers died. No. All the passengers survived. Even the driver survived. Only Christine died. So the other passengers saved themselves. And when I was doing my investigation, because there was surveillance in that same place. It was a crime scene. After like few hours, it was a crime scene. There were some ambulances, and the only victim they found there was Christine. The other guys had minor injuries. They saved themselves. Others were rushed into the hospital, but Christine never survived. So my girlfriend lost her life in that bus. Christine lost her life when she was traveling too. First, it was my brother who died. Samuel died when he was traveling. He was speeding so fast, he died. They said his car had some issues. I never believed them. Christine too died in a matatu. All the others survived. It's only my girlfriend who perished in that accident. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? The first week I lost my brother. After like 2 weeks later, my girlfriend, I get to hear some phone call. They tell me, hey Marcus, you need to be in this place. You're the only person this chick contacted in the last few hours.
Wow.
So you see, I lost my brother, my elder brother, and I also lost my girlfriend. How do you think I feel?
Sorry, my bro. I'm sorry.
How do you think I feel?
I'm sorry.
It started looking suspicious. I decided, let me do some investigation. Okay, I decided to investigate. The cops were on my neck because they were like, you're the last person Christine contacted on her phone. Akiangalia recently called when you contact kwa smartphone yake, anapata markers. So you see, I started to do my own investigation, and I decided, let me visit the company let me visit Mr. Baraza. Yeah, let me visit Mr. Baraza. It was Mr. Baraza accomplice, Mr. Baraza Missionary Alumni Business Enterprise. That was the business name I recall at this moment. Yeah, I've never forgotten the company I was working with. Baraza Missionary Alumni Enterprise. That was the company's name. So I visited this building and I entered. I found Mr. Baraza.
So you discovered, what is Mr. Baraza doing, or what is the company?
I went back home after receiving the news, the shocking news. Na nikatulia. I mourned for some while. I was really stressed. I turned my house upside down because I was so upset. I couldn't have believed what I was hearing. So I freshened up. I took some shower. I changed my clothes. The next day, I went to the business I was working. I reported to the business as usual. I was like, Mr. Baraza, I don't know what's happening to me. Okay, the first time, ever since joining your business, there's these negative things that have been happening to me. I lost my elder brother like 1 month before. Okay, now 2 weeks before, I've lost my girlfriend. And he was so rude. The man was so rude, and he looked so fierce when I told him this story. He was like, you work for me, I don't work for your family. You're not supposed to tell me these things. Yani mzee alikuwa mbea. Nikijaribu kumwambia niko na mashida, nimepoteza kaka, nimepoteza mtu wangu, nimepoteza mchumba, anakuwa so fierce.
Amejam.
Yeah.
Na mtu at that situation anafaa kuwa compromising.
I was very pissed off. He did not comfort me. He did not give me, this man was only giving me some money that I don't know where it came from. And when I spend this money, when it gets over, it's like something bad will happen to me.